How's it going, folks? I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. Today we're checking out Popular Mechanics 1976. We are featuring a whole lot of woodwork. Back in the 70s, woodwork was a big deal, just like working with pottery and ceramics were for women. And then somewhere along the way, men forgot how to deal with wood, and women forgot how to paint, I suppose, and everyone just got lost on their tablets. Now, what we do is take a look back and see how science and see how society has changed. And as we can see, front up, you know what? I bet in the 70s about half of high school students graduating would be able to build something like this. And these days, I think maybe 2% of them might be, just because someone in the family taught them. The Subaru four-wheel drive wagon climbs like a goat, works like a horse, and eats like a bird. I don't care what it does as long as it's reliable. Don't care what it looks like as long as it's reliable. And man, most of the folks I know and most of the guys I respected had an old vehicle that they knew how to upkeep, and that thing just ran forever. Gillette twin injector blades. Of course, there's always something to sell you a new razor. Razors have always been frickin' expensive, and it seems like there's a reason for it. You gotta make those things damn sharp, and you can't be messing around. Welcome to the good life. Man, we do not get out like we used to. Hey, wait, that's a Cobra? Legit, I didn't know Cobra made those things. I knew they made radios. Oh, well, you can't really be sure if they're all the same thing. And there's so many RVs that we're just not going to be able to see, or they're not going to age very well because, I mean, if you put something like this out on the lot, the mice get into it, right? And then like in 10 years, you open the door and all you smell is mouse piss. But man, if you get a good collector that can put these things away, that would be lovely. You guys got to tell me, do the folks that put Corvettes away? I mean, every now and then I'll find someone who is good at examining abandoned buildings and they'll come across giant collections of Corvettes. Do cars have that same issue the way RVs do? This is interesting. Antonio Celerio Piazza, six pack. You know what? We're into sports. Let's start selling cigarettes and cigars. Why knock yourself out? Get an arrow. Geez, I think I have 3 of these staple guns kicking around. Back in the day, you didn't have one of everything. It seems like these days you could get everything at a yard sale for about $5. Wait, $15.95? That's about what we would pay for it these days. I bet that was made in America back then. These days, everything's made over in China. And the great leap forward from Chairman Mao did a lot of stuff for us, didn't it? 3 guys who get a free ride through college tell how they became engineers. Oh yeah, good freaking luck with that these days. Man, I swear to God, college, university just seems to be a money scam, especially here in Canada. Geez, we got so many immigrants coming out the yin-yang trying to sign up for like the worst types of colleges. I drove through Toronto and had to take a turn off because I really had to piss. And the lowest rated place I could find that I could find to take a piss. I get my business done and I look up and there's a shitty college. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking politics. Friggin' love immigrants. Nothing wrong with immigrants, but man, eventually we're getting to the point it's just hard to live up here in Canada. I digress. I'll move on. We're going to take a look back. I really don't get these advertisements. I mean, of course, they try to make the cigarettes the advertisements that people like and say, hey, if you're this type of person, then this is the type of cigarette that you'd like. Winston generally goes to the blue collar worker, but I just don't get this one. It almost looks like they're trying to advertise it to women just because the guys, I don't know. I'll tell you what I like to see, Bobby. I like these black velvet advertisements. The women in them are just so well done. I wonder if that top's made out of velvet. Seriously, though, nothing's nicer than having a woman in velvet come up to you, give you a big ol' hug, wrap your arms around her, squeeze that butt. If she'll let you, consent is key, of course. There is nothing smoother, no pleasure, no rapture, no exquisite sin than giving a woman in black velvet. Just running your hands up and down her back. Think Heathkit. You want a TV in your den? Don't have the money to pay for it? Your wife give you shit for it? Well, act like you build it. Then you'll learn how to do stuff and you get a TV. Win the world's most valuable coupon. You know what? Maybe that's why our young people are so in debt these days. They don't do anything like coupon clipping. Oh, with their avocado toast. But seriously, the boomers worked hard, but in Canada, it was easier for a boomer to get a house, that's for sure. I mean, I could give up all the avocado toast I never ate. I'm still not going to be able to afford a house without generational wealth or marrying someone that came from wealth in Canada. You know what? Let's just stop talking about now and look at the good stuff from back then. Remember when you could have a big van like that and it was party time and people didn't think you were... Dan, there I go again. The wood the wood siding is the best. It's the best. I love those kinds of cars with fake wood siding. I keep hearing about these ones up here that have like the real wood siding, but you had to take care of that wood. You had to like lacquer it or whatever the words are. And if you were in certain conditions, it was too dry, the wood would rot. It would wear, and nothing good. Actually, I screwed that up, didn't I? It would only rot if it was too wet, wouldn't it? If it was too dry, it would crack and warp? Is that it? Oh, this is an interesting one. The Schwinn approved Letuer. But what I really like down here is, remember these lights? Pepperidge Farm remembers really frickin' hard. Just you put that generator on the wheel and you really had to crank it in order to get a little bit of light. Kawasaki, only $995. Very nice. Now, the Kawasaki, that was an import, of course, but it was low price and high in reliability. Am I right there? Holy Christ, Rodney Dangerfield. I don't remember him ever looking that young. Huh. Okay. Naval gel. Naval jelly has no respect for rust. Okay. Fun truck that's Ford tough. Gutsy little courier. Nice. Geez, I like it. I know a lot of guys wouldn't agree with me, but I really like the color yellow, especially the wood trim on the side. Is that spray on? Wood paneling? I don't know, but I frickin' love it. I love computers with wood paneling. I love alarm clocks with wood paneling, even if it is just plastic. Hey there, lady. How to legally steal yourself rich. I tell you, nothing's more American than people with money finding ways to manipulate and get extra money. Nothing more American, but not true American. That's not true American at all. I gotta say, Captain America, he's true American. He knows what's going on. I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this stuff, but it's just kind of the nuance and the way it goes. Topically, though, yuck. When I think about America, I don't think about stuff like this. Now, I'm Canadian, but I do have respect for the 50 states. And hell, if we become the 51st state, sometimes I think, hey, you guys can make it so that I can afford a house? And yeah, come on in. Once again, you can tell we're rocking out in the 70s because the advertisements aren't, what's the word? Not spray painted. Airbrush. These seem to be a watercolor, not airbrush. And here we have the 1976 Vega wagon. I love station wagons. Why did we get rid of them? Well, I think we got rid of them because we went more with SUVs. Everyone wanted to be higher and feel more safer. And from what I hear, SUVs had a bigger profit margin for the companies. The Proud Smoke. I'm thinking I'm going to have to start recording these during the day more, because when I do it at night, I get a real glare. Sorry, guys. Product of the Proud, L&M. Hey, around where I am, that used to be a food court. Scientists tap star power for unlimited energy. It's called solar power, my guys. We already knew about this in 1975. Also, I think this is when we were starting with the idea of maybe finding a way to shoot nuclear waste into the sun or something like that. I could be wrong about that. So many big words making this, but I'm pretty sure that this is just another large Hadron Collider. Atomic fusion. Fission. Fission is fusion, right? Two smaller nuclei, the neutron, nucleus, neutron. Yeah, sure, I'm just gonna act like I understand what's going on here. And this is how a baby is made. This is how you make a baby eldritch horror or God. Legitimately, though, we all know that God actually exists in the ninth, 10th, or 11th dimension. Remember when a big rig operator was really respected and could be an owner and operator? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh, Optimus Prime would have a heart attack if he saw that. Oh, he would be so jealous. Yeah, in Canada these days, I see a lot of foreigners on the side of the road in a Kenworth automatic truck. Now, once again, I don't mind foreigners, but you know what? Forget it. Forget I said anything. I just wish they wouldn't take advantage of each other. I mean, over in Brampton, you get so many landlords that are renting out really horrible places to their countrymen, and we're not allowed to say anything about it. We'll be right. Damn it, I gotta shut up. I'm sorry. Check it out, the electric rickshaw is easier on its leg. British engineer Roy Haynes called this an outdoor looking creation, the electric rickshaw. The odd looking, sorry, not outdoor looking, designed for short run use as a taxi or shopping car. That is interesting, huh? More antique knowledge that most high school kids will never know anything about. How to install and how ceiling fans work. Ancient technology that nobody knows how to use. Seriously, though, there's several pieces of technology that we have completely forgot about. There's a certain kind of jet that has a certain kind of engine. We're on Model 3 of it, and we've totally forget how Model 1 worked at all. How to replace your exhaust system. I wish I had that about 2 years ago. I was driving downtown Guelph. I hit a bump, and the frickin' exhaust system comes off of what was it, my Toyota Accord? Oh, I'm kicking myself now. No, it's not my dad's. It's like a 1995 Toyota something or other. I keep fricking forgetting the name. And there's no blue market blue book value for it. It is just too old. No one will take it. Well, this isn't it. This is his Golf. You know what that is? That's vegetable oil. He literally runs vegetable oil off this thing. There it is, 1995 Toyota Corolla. I mean, if it works, right? What can I say? The man appreciates old things. Easy way to keep the house clean or warm in the winter. Maybe not clean. Look at this very strange and rudimentary thing. What's this called? A blueprint? No, children these days would have no idea how to do anything with this. Here's a man that knows not to let his wife outside. Legitimately, though, this is an early credit card advertisement. Huh. Sometimes the house you love isn't as perfect as you thought. That's when you need the credit card. Put it on credit card. That's right. She got her foot in the sink for. Silly whammons. Legit though, I bet she knows how to sew, so no shade. Check that out, Apache. Solid Apache quality. Geez, that's interesting. I've never seen a model like that. It's so interesting how many camper things I just have no knowledge of because they just don't seem to last very long. And once again, I wonder, do old cars go the same way as these things do? I remember my computer guy, Eli the computer guy, had a Prius that he left in his barn and it ended up getting written off because of mice chewing everything. And I know that someone I know had problem with chipmunks destroying electronics too. Economy isn't Datsun's only strong point. What is it, modular? You can take it apart. You can fix things in it without having to take it completely apart. Man, I remember I had to get something fixed in the radiator and they had to take the whole frickin' bumper off. Yeah, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Whoa, is that for real? Before you order a stern drive, take a look at both of us. Holy crap! Is that what's under the dome? I've never seen before. Wow, that looks powerful. That looks lovely. Oh, I'm in love. If you ask your pickup to be more than a pickup, ask for GMC. I never knew anybody that had a GMC when I was younger. All the strong men seem to have Dodges or Fords. I'm not saying anything for or against GMC. I'm just kind of surprised. Nice paint job, too. Free feet. This is how I feel on the heat wave we got in southern Ontario right about now. I tell you what, Bobby. That reminds me, I haven't seen any lawnmowers this issue. Oh, wow. That's an interesting VW. Hidden beneath the smooth, sleek lines of an Invader T5 is a VW bug. Oh, I love it. I love it. You guys got to tell me, the VW bug, did that suffer from the same issues that most German cars have? They're over engineered? In the Navy. Come on, set your mind at ease. See the seven C's. I knew a guy that joined the Navy because he wanted to fix radios. He got a lot of education, he got a lot of money, but he never fixed a radio, and he was only on a ship briefly while it was on dock. Well, what can you do? We're Canadians. We just let America do all the defending while we enjoy our health care. I'm sorry, that was a low blow. Seriously though, the American army does so much for us that I think that we should give them some of our free health care. Seriously. Legit though, our healthcare is getting so bad now that we're offering people MAID, medically assisted death, and that is heartbreaking. A lot of people don't know about that, especially the older folks around here. It's interesting. There's a lot of people that are more interested in making sure that they have a good view than they are worrying about anybody else. So many not in my backyard folks. The Viking clock. I love those things. I'll always say if you ever have a machine that seems to have a spirit, grandfather clocks all carry ghosts in them. And let's talk about the machine spirit, because all. Okay, as far as I know, all ships are women, all computers are women, and most cars are also women. And you have to talk to them a certain way. You have to be a certain way with them. Sometimes they don't like certain drivers. I legitimately believe that. Oh, check that out. That is a neat. That is a neat advertisement. The Shakespeare. I love it. I love it. I can't get away from it. I think I'm gonna have to cut that out. Now, unfortunately, all these magazines that I'm reading, I have to get rid of because they all smell very strongly like mold. Sign, sign, everywhere sign. Gawking at the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the sign? Hey, check it out. You can get a condom for your roof leaks. Has inner liner. Curd for her pleasure. I had no idea that was a thing. Man. You'll like locksmithing. Seriously, just like reupholstering. Come on, autofocus. What are you doing to me? Just like reupholstering, meat cutting, stuff like that, even a lot of different types of farming. The kids these days just don't know this regular stuff, and I feel like we're being pulled away from it. I feel like systems are telling kids, get good with computers, get good with office stuff, be an accountant, stuff like that. We'll leave the manufacturing, we'll leave the mining for the Chinese. Oh, I love this advertisement. It's like an early version of Hide the Pain Herald. Make up to $12 an hour. That guy doesn't seem too happy about it. But I love the attempt. But anyways, I was to understand a lot of the mining that went on is no longer going on in like Canada, the USA, because mining can really mess up the land. So we decided to let the Chinese do that stuff because they don't mind messing things up and messing their own people up as long as it is good for the country, right? That's the CCP. And the CCP is different than the Chinese people. And I respect the Chinese people. I don't have as much respect for the CCP, I gotta say. Copenhagen Chaw. Do people still do Chaw? I mean, baseball players must, right? I was out camping one time with the guy doing his chaw, and we were in canoes, and he forgot he had his mosquito net on, and he spat out his chaw, and guess what happened? Ah, ah, ah. You see that thing? I want one of those things, badly. Hey, that must be the same kit that we were looking at before. Man, gull wing doors, that's pretty interesting. Miracle Light, amazing invention, sells like crazy. That must just be one of those. Oh man, I'm way too tired. I can't remember the name of those lights you just crack and then bioluminescent. Oh no, something like that. I remember when I was a kid, it was a lot of fun to buy them for like a buck at the L&M. And then when the dark came, just throw them back and forth. We had a lot of fun doing that. If you weren't quick enough, it'd smack you in the face. Glow sticks, that's the name. Oh my goodness, I love these advertisements in the back. Twin action rotary engine model. It seems to be in the 70s that people started getting away from using engine models. I found one on a free pile. I don't even see them at yard sales, anyone asking money for them. It's like they're an ancient piece of technology that has no respect these days, just like the organ and the grandfather clock. Well, I got respect for them. I got respect for days for this older stuff. Check that out. I love it. Dowsing rods. They actually have dowsing rods. Come on, autofocus directional, free information. So I know a plumber that swears by these things. It's amazing. I almost wonder if it's using some kind of a sixth sense that we don't realize that we have. Talk about popular mechanics, popular technology. You know how some women just have this internal sense of doom or if something's happening. There's so many women. I think every family has a story of people getting a phone call and a woman just knowing that Aunt Betty or Uncle Ben has passed away. Something spooky there. My computer guy, Eli the computer guy, said in his survival training that they decided that these days, if somebody's missing, they'll let the searchers look at a map and they'll just use their gut and say where they think that these people will be. Just where they think that they will be. And it works out. And I swear some mechanics just get this gut feeling of where certain issues are. And it turns out to be true. Oh, wrist radio. Yes, please, Dick Tracy. Awesome. The Black Watch Kit. Huh. Huh. Not much to it. But man, back in the 70s, that would have been high technology, right? All right, folks, thanks for joining me. Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet, and take care of each other. Seriously, we might be all we've got. Have a good one, folks.